All right, hey everybody, Lola Rizer here, and I am with the one and only Bryan Meyers. He's coming to Beckley for the Bash in Beckley 2 on June the 11th at the Beckley Raleigh County Convention Center. Bryan, hello, welcome to the show.
What's up? Thanks for having me.
Oh, not a problem. Now, you were here for the Bash in Beckley 1, the inaugural Bash in Beckley. Um, what did you think, and what are you looking forward to here as we get into the Bash in Beckley 2?
Well, let's start off with the first part of that question. The first Bash in Beckley was incredible. It was packed, big, beautiful arena. So obviously, I'm looking forward to Bash Beckley 2, which is just as stacked, maybe a bigger and better card. Mega names like FTR and the Wolves coming back to have a dream tag team match. Big names, people that you see on television each week. And I mean, I'm out there traveling. Every weekend I'm somewhere. Wrestling for somebody as an independent wrestler. I dare you to find a bigger and better independent wrestling show than the Bash in Beckley 2. It's going to be top notch.
It definitely is. Now, let's talk about your match. Who are you taking on? What's going on with you as you're coming into Beckley this year?
So, like I said, the Wolves are taking on FTR, and that is a dream tag team match for professional wrestling purists. Two of the best tag teams of all time hooking up in a tag team match. But my match is also a tag team match, but it's a dream match, I think, just for me, because I'm going to live out a dream and tag with the legendary franchise Shane Douglas, and in our corner will be the legendary valet Francine from ECW. So that is a career highlight in itself for me. And then across from the ring from us will be Heath and Rhino, Impact Wrestling stars, former WWE Tag Team Champions, and they better watch out because I'm going to be fired up, living out my childhood dreams in this one. So if they're in my way, they're in trouble.
They're definitely in trouble. Now Heath is a hometown boy, so when you bring that little bit of home court situation, does that just fire you up that much more?
You know what? He stuck his nose in my business last year at the Bash in Beckley, so it's only fitting that now I'm going to get my hands on this guy. But yeah, the West Virginia crowd loves them some Heath, expectedly so. So I'm game planning for that. I'm expecting that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was unable to actually wrestle last year. He was still on a medical clearance, but I understand he's fully in the ring and ready to go this year. Is the fact that he's had some time off, you think, going to play to your advantage?
Oh, absolutely, man. Like I said, I'm out there every single weekend, multiple times a weekend, all these different places, wrestling all these different people. He's just getting back in the swing of things, working on Impact Wrestling. But, of course, he's, a great opponent. And like you said, he'll have the hometown crowd clearly in his side. But, I'm expecting that. I'm game planning for that. And, the most professional wrestler always has a way.
There you go. Now, one of the great thing about shows like the Bash in Beckley too is that the doors open up early. Are you going to be around for meet and greets and autographs and photos?
Oh, yeah, of course. All the stars will be out there selling merchandise and doing meet and greets. I particularly, my fans know I host the Major Wrestling Figure podcast every Fridays, wherever you get your podcast. And it's a show that's basically dedicated to wrestling merchandise and action figures and stuff like that. So I always become loaded with, Major Bendies and my Super 7 action figure and Ringside Collectibles exclusive Brian Meyers figure, in hand, because I know that my fans in particular love the collectibles. So I'll be bringing those as well as 8x10s and on hats and all the other things that you'd expect. But I'm looking forward to it. That's one of my favorite parts of any wrestling show is meeting the fans, engaging the fans, talking to them and selling them some stuff.
I was talking to one of the other wrestlers who were talking about these independent circuits, and yes, you definitely have your younger fans, but for someone like me that's been a fan of wrestling for a lot longer than I want to admit, having somebody like Jake the Snake on the card is huge.
Oh, of course. Yeah, anytime, you can be around these legends, these guys, that have paved the way and made a lot of money and a lot of names for themselves. You got to pick their brain. As a fan, you got to come out and meet them. Get a chance at that photo op, because you never know. One day, we're all going to be gone. So it's like you got to live in these moments and capitalize on these moments. And a long time ago, as a wrestler, it was kind of looked down upon to kind of ask somebody in the locker room for a photo or whatever. And over the years, I've just kind of stripped that away and just said, what, I don't care. I'm out here living my dream. I'm very fortunate to be around these guys and be in these situations. And, I want to live in the moment and remember it forever. So now even I, when I share lockers with these guys, I ask for photos and things like that.
And again, we're talking to the most professional wrestler, Bryan Meyers, who is going to be at the Bash in Beckley, too, at the Beckley Raleigh County Convention Center. Tickets are on sale now, and you're going to want to get those tickets before they are gone, because they are flying out the door. And, of course, Keep It Here will give you a chance to win tickets as well. Bryan, any last words you'd like to share with our listeners?
Well, I can't say it enough. Like, this is an independent wrestling show, but like I said earlier in this interview, I dare you to find a bigger and better and more professional independent wrestling show than the Bash of Beckley 2. You are going to be blown away. You're not going to regret buying a ticket to this thing. Get up close and personal with the stars. See an incredible show at a giant, spacious arena. This isn't some little rinky-dink show. This is the real deal. You're going to be blown away. So anybody in the area that can get to this show and you're curious about it, I would get to this show, Bash in the Beckley 2.
All right. Thank you so much.